One of the secrets to true happiness and childlike joy is a warm, fresh, soft, handmade flour tortilla. And luckily, that only takes 5 ingredients in about 25 minutes, so yeah. So we're talking homemade flour tortillas. Just insanely easy to do. A little surprised that I found out about, but a viewer of mine, Suhan, decided to go ahead and make a Reddit page for me. I'm not really very well versed in Reddit. The link will be in the description, you know, all that blah, 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 blah. Also, my Instagram and Twitter will be down there. Thank you. In the United States, at least, most restaurants that are serving anything with a taco or a tortilla or whatever, they're probably not making those tortillas back there. But when it comes to tortillas, there is a massive difference between a fresh made tortilla and an already made tortilla. Trust me, if you know, you know. Now with that said, let's do this, shall we?
So I know what you're thinking, why is this white boy trying to teach us how to make tortillas? And look, I'm not claiming for this to be nearly as good as something that you would find in Mexico, but it is 100 times better than any commercial tortilla that you're gonna get at most restaurants. So you're gonna start with 2.5 cups or 346 grams of all-purpose flour. To that, you're gonna add 1 teaspoon or 6 grams of fine sea salt, then start whisking so that you realize that you forgot to add the baking powder, and 1.5 teaspoons or 6 grams of baking powder. Give that a good whisk in slow motion. To that mixture, add 3 tablespoons or 33 grams of lard. Now, you could get lard from a lot of different places. I rendered my own out from some of the pork fat back from the sausage video. Then I ended up cold smoking it, so you know, smoked pork fat tortillas, can't go wrong with that. But of course, you can also use vegetable oil. Then just toss the flour mixture with the fat, rubbing it in between your fingers and thumbs until you kind of get an even sort of cornmeal looking texture with the flour. To that mixture, you're gonna add 3/4 cup plus 1 tablespoon or 189 milliliters of warm water. Not hot, just warm. Then give that a mix by hand until it comes together as a dough. Turn it out onto a work surface and begin kneading it for a couple of minutes until it begins to turn smooth. Once it's nice and elastic and smooth, cover it with a damp kitchen towel and let it rest for 10 minutes. Once it's rested, give it a nice little spank. Then divide it into 16 even pieces, which if you have a scale, it's gonna be about 35 grams per piece. You guys already know how I feel about kitchen scales. It's a good idea because every piece is gonna be so gosh darn even if you do that. Once you've divided all of them, roll each piece into a ball. Yeah, a ball. Before we roll these out, heat a cast iron skillet or a comal over medium-high heat until very hot. You need this thing screaming to properly cook these. If you have an infrared thermometer, it'll be about 500 degrees Fahrenheit or 260 degrees Celsius. To roll these out, you're gonna first lightly flour a work surface, then lightly flour your ball, gently flatten your ball with your palm and sort of just get the shape started. Then using a rolling pin, gently roll it into a disc shape until it's about 1/8 of an inch thick. If it won't roll out, then let the balls rest for about 5 minutes. Haha. Also, a cool trick to keep the circles even is to roll down, quarter turn the dough, roll down again, and then just keep repeating that to follow around the perimeter of the tortilla, and it should be relatively circular. Now, once you've rolled out that there tortilla, carefully transfer it to your skillet and let it cook for about 30 seconds per side until you get some nice medium char on both sides and it's cooked through. Remember, this thing's gotta be hot. Then place the finished tortilla in a tortilla warmer or a folded towel, then repeat with all the tortillas until done. I also like to keep my tortillas warm in the oven with a keep warm function, sort of as I'm making these. Then you know what to do. Fill these tacos up with whatever you want. I made some steak tacos with white onion, cotija cheese, or nice fancy boy breakfast tacos with some of my home cured bacon, which I do have a video on, link in the description, and just sort of seared it up a little bit. Some soft scrambled eggs, home cured bacon and chives, you know, not traditional, but delicious. As you can see, I forgot the cheese. Real nice, Josh. Good job. So now you've got homemade tortillas, warm, soft, melt in your mouth. But you wanna know what else melts in your mouth? B-roll.
Alright guys, and that is it. So, homemade tortillas. It's really easy. It's 5 ingredients, not even something that you need to make ahead. But you can if you want to. If you're making a lot, then I would see why you would want to make it ahead. I don't even know why I'm talking about this right now, because there's actually plenty of reasons why you want to make it ahead. What's wrong with that? I'm an asshole. I know I keep talking about it, but merch is coming so soon, so soon. We're working on it. Really hope that you guys like it. I just want you guys to know that it is a direct reflection of all of your suggestions. And if you guys know companies that do aprons, please comment and tell me, but I won't keep it too long. We got plenty of good stuff coming. I love you, appreciate you, and yeah, that was about it. Yeah. So if you enjoyed this video or you learned something, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you next time.